show.
Fred Durst, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, did you see that shake we got?
Dude.
How did my pinky slip in like that?
Dude, I heard it went off at the Epicenter show at Irvine Meadows, or well, it's called the Verizon now, but I heard you guys killed it.
It was rad, man. It was actually a good day. I was watching all the bands all day and everybody out there just beer after beer and slowly from standing to sitting. I was like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen when we get up there. Or at the end of the night, then we got up there and bam.
Totally. And dude, let me just say, Golden Cobra rocks,
Thank
dude.
you.
Talk about the Tony Hawk Foundation. How long have you known Tony, and what kind of person is he?
Been supporting the foundation for several years. I've been skateboarding since I was a preteen in the 80s, and big fan of Tony Hawk's. And just to be standing beside him, right? You're like, whoa, it's Tony Hawk, So, but this organization is different. There's nothing else like it. This organization empowers the youth and in these at-risk areas, and it lets them go out and bring people together to build these amazing skate parks. I mean, for kids today, that's unheard of. It's unbelievable. I'm very supportive of that. I think what he's doing is like no other, and I'm proud to be a part of it, and I feel honored and privileged just to be standing here talking about it. I mean, he's really making a difference. There's almost 10 million skaters in our country, and it's the real deal.
What do you see in him that makes him unique in a world of celebrities?
Well, I see big heart. I see selflessness. And a lot of people in that position could go the other direction, but Tony Hawk, he's a true hero. He has the makeup of someone that we can look up to and be inspired by for generations and generations to come. And he's just one part of our evolution of mankind. But Tony Hawk, he's a force to be reckoned with. I don't know. I can't say enough good things about him. I mean, you've talked to him.
Yeah.
You see it. I mean, how many good things can you say? I want to find something negative to say, but I can't find anything.
What now?
Darth Vader just passed by.
I know, I saw that. With the lightsaber and everything. I feel disturbance in the Force right now.
Yeah.
Now, Fred, is Limp Bizkit going to do their own headlining tour?
Yeah, we are. We've been touring outside of America for a while, just making sure we got it all together. We're about to hit America, I think, for our first run in November, I think. Yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. We're very excited about it.
And what kind of reaction have you been hearing from the fans about the new album, Golden Cobra?
Well, somehow there's a new generation of fans that are just discovering Limp Bizkit. So I think that what it's inspired by and where it comes from, me being a kid who was bullied and beaten up and tortured my whole life, I got behind the microphone and made anti-bully music. And I think that a lot of people are connecting with that. For a while there, it got crazy because the bullies were hearing the music and loving the way it sounded and using it to empower them to continue with their bullshit ways. And that's when I had to step back for a while. And then I figured out how to sort of just not take that responsibility on my shoulders, maybe put a little bit more of the message in Gold Cobra that this is anti-bully music. And I think that it's just one of those things that, fortunately for us, keeps cycling through because there's nothing like Limp Bizkit.
There isn't. And Fred, tell me about the album cover. Whose concept was it?
Well, I come up with the idea, and then my guitar player, Wes, goes and paints it.
Sweet.
I'll say, hey, how about some girls kind of sort of feeling out on each other, kind of making out in a little part of the woods, but there's this huge snake creeping up on them, and he's about to attack them, but there's a guy in the woods kind of perving out, looking, and I get this painting, dude, and there it is.
It's very shocking, and it's very striking because the looks on their faces is so ominous. The way their eyes are stretching and everything. The anniversary of Nevermind has come up this year, and I know that you are a huge Kurt Cobain fan,
right.
And I know that you feel like you've dealt with depression like him.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for people that deal with depression on a daily basis?
I just know how hard it is to get through that day, even that hour, those few minutes that can hit so hard. It's really hard to see the light sometimes, but I think people who have depression are messengers, man. We're messengers for some sort of energy that's bigger and better than all of us. We got to find a way to make it through. Everybody has their own salvation out there to discover, and I think You just have to know that it's going to be okay. Something in you has to be strong enough and louder than the darkness telling you that it's okay. And it's in there. You just have to tune in and listen to it. And if you need help, there's so many ways to get help. Just reach out. Reach out to anybody. And if they're not listening, keep reaching out to somebody else.
Fred Durst, God bless you, brother.
You got
Thank
it, man.
You for
Thanks,
stopping.
brother.
The Blairing Out Show.